Hey, hope you guys are doing well. Edgar's from Solo Marketer here, and in this video I want to show you how to quickly create your first community in Skool. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to create our account, obviously, a first Skool community, just kind of see what the functionality is, what kind of functionality is in there, and also I'll give you a brief overview of all the functionality that Skool has to offer. It's pretty straightforward. And then in other videos we'll dive in deeper, but that's going to be part of like a bigger playlist of all individual capabilities, and then kind of diving in deeper into each one separately in separate videos. But in this one, create an account, create a community, see what the functionality is like. So yeah, if you check below the video, there's going to be a link, 14-day free trial. You can use that, or you can just go to skool.com. That's why I just kind of provide all the value I can in these videos, and if you found them valuable, that's kind of as a thank you. You don't have to do anything extra, and you just like click the link and that's it, right? So yeah, let's just go fill out the data quickly. First name, last name, email, password. Let's do something. Let's just do that. Let's click sign up, and then there will be a window that will say verify. I have to go and I'll quickly go get the verification code in my email. Here we go. Let's click next. So here's the account. You can see up here, free for 14 days, then $99 a month. It's pretty easy. You go on the back end, you can cancel it anytime. If you tried it out, you don't like it, you can easily cancel. You don't have to pay the $99. But just in case, you have to put in your credit card information. So in this case, yeah, just put in the group name, whatever your private, or I guess it can be private group or it can be a public group. So yeah, just put in whatever your group name is. So in this case, I don't know, let's do something like Solo Marketer. Inner circle, whatever, right? And I'm going to fill in the credit card information, which I'm obviously not going to show you, and then I'm going to just click start free trial. So let me quickly do that. Okay, so we have done that. Next thing you want to do is obviously you want to add a photo. That's just going to be I don't know, like Facebook, right? Just like your profile pic in your bio. Just type in something. You can always change it later. So let me just quickly, yeah, you can use your Facebook pic. I'll just find something on my computer. If you click on here, there we go, something quick. Not my bio that I would want, but you can kind of focus on it later. That's not a priority really right now. Let's click complete. There we go, confetti, big celebration. So now you can see kind of the overview. This is going to be your group, right? Think of a kind of like a Facebook group. The big benefit of this is you kind of have your own audience, and let's say you have control over your audience, to for lack of a better word. I'm going to use the word control. With Facebook, also the reach is kind of, it can sometimes be good, sometimes bad. It kind of just, it can be whatever. This is where you have the ability not to only have the group, but also, which we'll talk about the group in a second, but also you have the classroom. You have an unlimited amount of courses that you can create. We can look into that more in one of the next videos. At the end of this video, there's probably going to be a playlist on the screen that's going to show there's going to be a list of all the videos on all these sections. A calendar, you can have all kinds of events. You can have Q&A calls, like mastermind, group coaching, whatever. You can connect it to Zoom, to Google Meet. You can also do announcements with like links. You can just kind of do an announcement and there's a link, there's a new product out, or new blog post, whatever, right? Or new podcast episode. So you can do all kinds of things here. That's a kind of a cool functionality. Members, there's a members list. If I remember correctly, I have to double check. I think by default people can DM each other, but you can switch that off, but I have to double check that. So that's going to be probably a thing in another video, because sometimes that's what I don't like about Facebook groups is people join the group, right? You join how many times have I joined a group and then people just start spamming you, especially if it's one of those groups where it does an announcement, welcome all our new members, right? List out members. And then there's some spammers on the group just messaging all of them, right? Just with their services and, fresh meat, basically. So yeah, that's kind of you can kind of disable all that stuff so people don't spam each other. There's no such thing. You keep it all in a public forum. So kind of you can see everything is in control. And yeah, so that's where we'll talk about that in a different video. Leaderboards, you can kind of gamify the whole process, incentivize people to be more active, and then give them prizes based on that. It's all automated. You can do that as well. That's going to be another video. And the about section, yeah, you can add the cover photo, description of the group. This will be more about this will be another section, but basically, yeah, just add a cover, add description, just so people know what this group is about. But in this case, we're going to go back to community. Here you can see it's pretty simple, which just, I want to do a post, right? So what is the title? Hello world, right? and then write something, whatever, right? Welcome to, here are the rules, right? So first of all, you can do something like, you can do the first post and you can pin it, right? You can do a first post that says, here are the group rules, right? This, and that, right? Just like a Facebook group or whatever other group. You can list out all the rules, and there's different things you can do on these posts, obviously. Yeah, this one's a suggestion. You can obviously link. You can select the text or I guess, no, that's the attachment. This is the link. You can attach a file, right? You can add a link, select a specific piece of text, add a specific link, right? You can link the text. Rules, you can link to a page. You can add a video, just like, basically in the post. You can add a poll. That's kind of a strong, powerful thing where sometimes, like, you think you know your audience, you think you know what they want, what they need, but this is a good opportunity to it's a great way to engage with your audience, but also it's a great way to find out more, maybe fine tune your customer avatar, knowing who actually are the people that you're selling to and what their problems are, what their desires are, right? This is a good opportunity, just doing regular polls and asking people questions, and they just respond, right? And they build up that engagement as well. And that's part of the whole gamification thing as well, right? People engage with this, they get more points, they get more rewards. So that's kind of the whole thing is kind of interconnected. There's also an option to add action, which will look something like this. If you click on it, it will says complete action, which you can do a post of, let's say, instead of like the rules, we can do something like, I don't know, just have like a paragraph that says, welcome to the group, you, and introduce yourself to the community, right? And then once they introduce themselves to like the below this thing, right, then the action will go from complete action to a completed action, which we can do an example in a second. Obviously, you can add an emoji and you can add GIFs. A lot of people do the GIFs or GIFs or whatever you want to call it. But you can click on it. You can just kind of, search for the one, just like all the other basically chat platforms or whatever. And also over here, we have the groups. We can add more. Kind of like there's like categories. I think that's what they're called. I don't remember. You can basically categorize stuff. Let's say in this case, let's say it's a marketing group, and then you have the like all the conversations, all the posts in one, but you can also segment. Like you can have like separate categories of like email marketing, Facebook ads, I don't know, funnel building or funnel feedback, or just whatever types of categories. You can have them all aligned, and people just kind of click on these individual categories that are going to be here up top. You're going to see in a second. For now, it's just a general discussion. We can add more. You'll see a little bit later in the video how to add those. But yeah, and then the last thing is you can send email to all members. I think this you can do once every 72 hours, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you can only do this once every 72 hours. You can't spam people all the time. Obviously, there's some protection behind this, but so yeah, every once in a while, this is a good thing. Stay top of mind, bring people back to the group. So this is a good thing that you should do. Definitely utilize it. So yeah, let's click on post. So what do we have to take a look at? This is the post. You can see complete action. So let's say I was to like add a picture, right? You can add a picture or whatever of yourself. Over here's kind of similar type of functionality, and hello, and you write in your post, and then you can click on comment. It says complete action, but if we go back, if we click on anywhere, it will say, let's actually refresh the page. Maybe it needs refreshment, let's click on it again. Sometimes it takes a second for it to activate, but once I respond to it, it says action complete. So this is on an individual level for each user, right? It says, I have to take action. And then once you do take the action, it says action complete. So that's kind of an extra way to incentivize people to take action. Also from an end user's perspective, obviously you can like, comment, all that stuff, right? You can like it. But also you can click on the notification bell over here. You can kind of disable it as as someone who created a post. Maybe you don't want the notification, so you can disable it. But also the three dots. As the person who posted this, you can edit it. Obviously, you can change the category. You can make these changes after the fact. You can delete it. Copy link, pin to feed. This is the pin. Like you can put it up top. If you pin it, then it's going to show up at the top, right? So over here, it's pinned. What else? If you click on it, there's the pin to course page. You can pin to a specific course, specific page. We'll talk about courses in a different video, which is under the classroom section, but you can do that as well as an admin. Obviously, you can report this to admins as an end user, as someone who's not an admin, just like a community member, you can just like, many other groups, you can just report if you see something that somebody slipped through the cracks. You can report it, and they can have the post removed or the member removed. So it's a good way to keep each other in check as well, right? You want to keep the group clean, and yeah, turn off the comments. That's another one. A few more things that you want to do as you set this up. Obviously, you have the cover photo. So the categories here, right? We have general discussion, we have all. So what you want to do is you want to go to settings over here, and you want to go to categories, and you want to add more categories. So in this case, I don't know, email marketing, right? All things email marketing. That's the description. And here you can see the access level. Here are the options. Anyone can post, anyone can view. Only admins, mods can post, anyone can view. So obviously there might be like an announcements category where you only announce things and people can comment on your post, but they can't announce, if they're like just a regular community member, they're not going to announce things for you. So you can do that sort of a category as well, where only you can do announcements. And what else is important? If you go back to general, actually let's save this one. Let's add. Yeah, we can make change afterwards. We can switch in between categories on the post. If you go to general, we just created it, right? But you can add the icon, the cover that I talked about. This is what it's going to show, where it's going to show up in the public space if it's a public group, right? Right now it's private. We can make it public. It's going to show up in the space with all the other ones. Initials, color, all that stuff. Group description, right? To kind of entice people to join. Custom URL, that's another one. If you want to make it cleaner, that's another thing you can do. And this is if you don't have courses or calendars, you can just hide them completely. If that's not something I would recommend at least using the classroom one. Kind of most businesses have digital products or some sort of way to distribute resources, and that's through the classroom. It's really simple. And yeah, calendar, that's another one that's kind of probably not everyone will utilize it, but it's still a good feature to consider at least. But yeah, those are the main ones. If you go back, you can see now there's an email marketing section, right? You can kind of switch around. There's nothing under email marketing, but if you go back to the original post, you can click on it, change category, and go to email marketing, change, right? You can do a different category for it. So now it's not going to be under general discussion. It's going to be under email marketing. So that's kind of really nice, quick and easy. But yeah, I think the last thing, so this community currently is private. So that's if you want to just have your own people in there. You don't want to just attract anyone in there, right? But you also have the option, once you make it public, there's the Discover Community section, right? And then once you go in here, people can obviously search for it, but you can see you're going to show up with the rest of them, right? With everyone. And there's all kinds of communities and all kinds of categories and all kinds of stuff. They can be free, they can be paid, obviously. You can set all that up as well. And that's going to be here under the Discover Community section. Let's go back to our own. And I guess that's another thing. If you want to go back to settings, let's go to pricing. And then we want to set the pricing, right? We can make it free, get as many people in as possible. Or if it's a private community, oftentimes, it's part of a bigger thing that they purchase, and you give them access to a community. It's free because they purchased like a bigger course or a mastermind, whatever. But also, in those cases, it would be free. But also, you can make it paid. If you click on it, you can add a price. And then obviously you need to connect your bank account, which will be under settings, but just so you can collect money. But yeah, connect the bank account, set the pricing, what the monthly pricing will be. Pretty simple. This is good. Stripe is good. Stripe is easy. You create a free Stripe account, go to stripe.com, connect it. Pretty much works with most countries. It's really easy to integrate. Once you click on this, select the country, and then you can just go log into your Stripe account and just make sure there's this basically like a payment processor. Otherwise, how are you going to collect money, right? If it's a paid group, or for starters, you can just make it a free group, and you can upsell people with the like a paid community on top of this one, or whichever other way, whatever your system is. But you need to have a Stripe account. I think that's the only option, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Once you click on it here, you can just log into Stripe. But that is pretty much it. you can see simple, just kind of the commenting, all the features, everything, but you have your own members list, the reach, kind of you can reach everyone with the email functionality, right? You do the checkbox every 72 hours. There's other ways you can do email here as well, kind of send email notifications, but that's one of the more popular ones. And then, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you can comment below. Also, at the end of this video, there's going to be a playlist. Maybe if this is the first video, like as I just released it, there's going to be a playlist of one. But later on, as time goes by, if you see this video like a week or two later, there's going to be more videos in this playlist. So, click on that playlist and see there's other school-related videos for all the categories, how to do all the things separately. So make sure to go check those out. And then once you're ready, click on the link down below, 14-day free trial, and go try it out for yourself. And yeah, that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.